Ty Jackson here, CEO and co-founder of Perfection Development Group, published author, health action contributor, sports performance strategist, human movement psychologist, and empowerment expert. Man, if you're not where you want to be in life, why are you chilling and hanging out so much? I've had this type of conversation with a handful of my athletes lately when we talk about setting goals, right? Most people will tell you to set these big, hairy, audacious goals. And if nobody laughs at your dreams, they're not big enough. Or how about this one? Fake it till you make it. That is by far some of the worst advice out there. You need to face it until you make it. Face it until you make it means embrace the struggle. Sometimes life is all about risking everything for a dream that no one else sees but you. Are we really being honest with ourselves? It's extremely exhausting to not be who you really are. Be true and authentic to who you are. Most of us were brought up in environments or situations where you're just built tough. You never show weakness or emotions, right? So it's not okay to cry. It's not okay to be vulnerable. You have to be as tough as nails. So the question that I ask is, how do you grow if you're already strong? How do you get better if you're already perfect? How do you progress if you're already at the next level? I'm here, living proof to tell you that pain is promised. Suffering is optional. See, when you're broken inside and you bottle up those emotions, they'll eat you from the inside out. You're afraid of appearing weak, right? Well, don't be. It's in those exact moments where you find your true and greatest growth. You never know how strong you are until you find yourself at your weakest point. Sometimes you must hit rock bottom in order to build a better foundation for you to build the best and the rest parts of your life on. With challenge comes change, with change comes growth, and growth solves everything. Are you being completely honest with who you are and yourself? What story do you want your life to tell? There is a monumental difference between training to do something and trying to do something. There may be things in this life that you absolutely love, but ask yourself, does what I love get me freedom? Work ethic eliminates fear. Today is the day you take control of your life and eliminate all your fears. How much fight do you have to conquer your dreams? Who do you want to be? What kind of man do you want to be? What type of woman do you want to be? It's always you versus you. See, most of us cower under stress and we crumble under pressure, not realizing that that's how diamonds are made. You are going to have to go through some tough times to get where you're trying to go in this life. Success is found in the pursuit, in the journey, not just in the time that's obtained by it. What will you do with your time here on this earth? What is your biggest fear? You must create the perfect time for yourself to be phenomenal. When you aren't in pursuit of your goals and your dreams, you're living an emotional and spiritual suicide with your beliefs. If you're not where you want to be or have what you want to have, it's not because of the system. It has everything to do with you not willing to make the sacrifice. It's easy to be on the bottom. It's easy to quit. It's easy to not be successful. It doesn't take any talent or effort to live a less than life. It takes zero motivation to stay stuck. But it takes harnessing every bit of your will and mustering up every bit of courage to stare fear and complacency in the face and say, no, not me, not today. I will conquer. I will rise. I will be victorious. I will succeed. 1 year from today, you can have everything you've ever wanted out of life, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, financially, and physically. And all you had to do was give up watching TV, playing video games, and being on social media for a year. Could you? Would you do it? I'd say 70 to 80% of you would. However, how many of you would give up missing birthdays, parties, special events for loved ones, special dates, anniversaries for a year in order to gain everything that you've ever wanted? I bet maybe 5 to 10% of you would or could do this. Which is why so many people aren't and will never gain true success they want. Because in order to achieve success, sacrifices must be made and you must be willing to make them without hesitation. Success can and will be yours, but you gotta work for it. You gotta live for it. Man, on a side note, because I'm really feeling this right now, it's so sad that so much of our society says, thank God it's Friday. There's an entire chain of restaurants dedicated to this mantra. So let me get this straight. I'm excited and ecstatic that 5 out of the 7 days of my life are over. Now I'm going to spend the remaining 2 of the 7 days drunk and partying so I don't have to think about the up and coming 5 out of 7 days. I won't lie to you. That probably just hit some of you like a ton of bricks because I just described your life perfectly over the last few years, right? But I want you to understand that this life is one-time offer. Use that time wisely. See, instead of spending time focusing on winning a championship of your life, do what it takes to become a champion of your life. A champion's mindset won't begin or end with a games or winning a title. It's the deep desire to compete in practice, at home, and in a classroom, or etc. Excellence is a lifestyle.